What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Shirtless Mike, and welcome to Straight Out of the Herf Zone. Once again, I'm here at my job at Smoke Ring 72 in beautiful Merritt Island, Florida, because I'm not at the Herf Zone. I'm just all over the place. So I had to be where I had some internet service, some good internet service. So tonight we have a repeat guest. Somebody who's been on. He's probably been on the show. This is his third time, so he's the one of the first third time guests, and that's Cedrick Linzey. He's the guy that's over the Virginia Herf, and we got a lot of good stuff to talk about. He wanted to come on the show, so we're gonna catch up with him tonight, and it's it's gonna be an awesome show. Looking forward to the conversation. Sometimes you just get so busy, and sometimes, just a long form conversation in the form of a podcast. It's good therapy to just to get together and just catch up and let the people know, keep people informed. So without further ado, I want to welcome to Straight Out of the Herf Zone, Mr. Cedrick Linzey. What's going on, brother?
Yo, what's going on, Mike?
Nothing.
Shirtless Mike.
Wearing a shirt. I got this cigar porn shirt on, so if I wear a shirt, that means it's gonna get a lot of attention.
Yo, they cigar porn has been growing tremendously, man. They everywhere.
Oh yeah, everywhere I go, like if it's a major cigar event,
Yeah.
you know, cigar porn's there and having a good time. So
I think I got a black one. They came down in 2019, and I got 2020. I got a black one, and then I picked up the Tampa color in down there in Houston Cigar Week, a pink. So I think pink is Tampa, Florida. I think.
nice.
But
Yeah,
anyway,
I've
what's
seen
been
the
going
pink
on with
ones.
you?
I've seen all kinds of different ones. They got whatever colors you want, whatever colors you
Mhm.
need, different areas, whatever they got it. So shouts out to cigar porn. But we're gonna get into this conversation here, Cedric. So how have you been, brother? This is your third time on the show,
Yes,
and
sir.
and how's things been with you? Just give us a little quick little update, and then we'll get into the rest of the topics of discussion.
Um, man, I've been I've been busy. I've been really busy. So I think since we talked, I don't know if I think last year because we did we talk last year.
Yeah,
So
third time on the show.
we started the suit and cigar thing, suit and cigar society, and then I started so this with me suits are expensive, cigars are expensive. We just it went with the vibe. We had a suit and cigar brunch sold out, and then we had a suit and cigar event during COVID because of the hotel. We had to split stuff up, so the suits been keeping me extremely busy. I sell more
Nice.
suits than cigars now. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's good.
And cigars are still cigars. It's then Houston Cigar Week, Saron, man, that was crazy. This is his third year, and he had 23 events.
That's a lot.
23 events. It's a lot. Concert, but the city councilman, I think Sheila Jackson Lee was, I think that's her name. She was there. So of course I came down there for that. And then I started doing some stuff for the Megas. Sears Sucker and Sundress event. I did a Harley Davidson event, cigars. So I've been really busy, man. I've been doing some wholesaling at a couple of shops. So I've been busy. I've been busy.
That's good, man. So you're now on the fifth year of the Virginia Herf.
Yes, sir.
So which I'll be sharing the flyer. I got that, in my text messages and everything. So
Mm-hmm.
the fifth anniversary.
Yeah.
You got Humble Legacy featuring Griffin Cigar Lounge. I mean, just tell us about this year, which is today's the 17th, something like this.
Yep.
So it's next weekend.
Mm-hmm.
So tell us about your fifth year anniversary this year, brother.
So this year, this year we were a little slow. Usually I have this lined up in January. I already have the dates. And so with my career, because I'm a merchant marine commercial sailor,
Yeah.
we're working and doing the suits and volunteering, doing football practice with my son and community service. This shit just slipped past me, Mike. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
it
I knew
happens.
I knew I was gonna do it in September because people kept asking, "Well, say when you're doing the herf, when you're doing the herf," and I always do it September or the end of August, based on my schedule. If I'm in New York or if I'm in Virginia, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so Griffin Cigar Lounge, Max owned that. Max, great brother. he bought a bus station in Petersburg, so we'll be doing some stuff up there. So I was just busy, man. I really didn't know where I wanted to do it. So the time on the river, it's a beautiful, beautiful. I always try to have a waterfront vibe. You know what I mean? And so we were supposed to be an oyster roast, but Dorian Finney, basketball player, went to school with my daughter. You know, he's NBA. I think he plays for the Brooklyn Nets. He's having a fundraiser down there, so we moved it to the time, and we always try to give just not a cigar vibe because I mean we talked about this before.
Yeah.
No couples like to smoke. You have some husbands and wives that smoke. My wife smokes.
Yep.
So I always try to create an environment so men and women can smoke. You know what I mean? And
Absolutely.
so this is the perfect environment. It's outside, inside, right on the James River. Really, really nice restaurant. Really nice restaurant.
Nice. Is this going to be multiple day this year, like it had been in the past, or you just doing like a
Um,
one night party?
I think we're definitely going to do something Friday. You know, it's Fuente Friday. That's huge. But you know what's crazy, Mike? You talk to these people, right? These business owners, and they think they know, and they say, "Well, say, you know, we want you to come do something here." It's more than just putting a table and selling cigars. It doesn't work like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
It doesn't work like that. They have these establishments. They buy these things, these chairs, bands, and cigars, and they think you just walk in there and put cigars, and then you have children come in there smoking weed and cigarettes,
Yeah.
right? But you can't smoke a cigar in here, but you can smoke hookah and weed.
Yeah, there's something fucked up about that, especially the cigar people's the ones spending a lot of money too. So
Yeah. I heard a guy say this. Well, cigar people don't spend their money. I said cigars cost the cigar. All my boys, the cigars we smoke, they're $20. They're $20 plus.
yeah,
You selling fucking hookah. It's not the same.
exactly.
And then don't give me a $15 1 ounce pour of Basil Hayden in a plastic cup, and then call yourself having a cigar lounge.
Yeah,
So you know.
absolutely. I mean, it seems we were talking before the show, and for everybody out there watching and everything. Even though we're not live, I try to be interactive with the audience. But
Uh,
there's the cigar weeks and cigar herfs. Like the cigar culture is big around all around the country. It started down in
mm,
Miami. Well, even before then, but like it started, Black Smoke Miami. Now almost every
mm,
city, major populated area, they have a cigar week, or some areas have multiple,
mm,
due to just their own personal reasons or whatever. But with each
mm,
other, but I mean, it's all over the place. So
mm,
you got
mm.
the Virginia Herf and everything. So like what are your thoughts about all these cigar weeks? Because you were about to tell me. I was like, no, just save the content for the
You
show.
know what? Listen, uh, hey Mike, you know we do this all the time, man. Ain't no shame in my game, right? I've been called a bully, an asshole, right? I speak truth, right?
Yep.
I'm year 5.
Yep.
Houston Cigar Week is year 3. Saron is a great friend of mine. He's shown me some things. Houston is a big, big city, right? I think me, Saron, Vegas Cigar Week. We're talking about doing something together, right? Um, I seen something called a DMV Herf,
Yep.
right? Uh, so shout out to TK Black Smoke. That's a real cigar event that's curated. That shit
Oh
is
yeah.
that shit proper, right?
And I've been to Miami with TK, like just on a regular
Oh,
day, and that man's like the mayor of Miami. Like
great,
that
great guy.
TK is an awesome
Uh,
guy, man.
lot of knowledge, right? So and me and TK talk. I was supposed to do an interview in his magazine, but like we got busy. But we doing some stuff before the year's out. But um, bro, you got all these cigar weeks, and nothing's wrong with that. Nothing's wrong with that. But uh, you can't put coolers in parking lots and and and
Exactly.
and and, and sell tickets and sell seating I think people have forgotten, man. Like I got some friends, Mike, TJ, Gerard. I buy cigars from this a great guy named Joe. I won't mention his last name, and I've never met him before, Mike. People have forgot what the brother and sister. It's like I say, hey Mike, what you need, bro? They said, let me send some sticks and a t-shirt down there. People have forgot what a cigar bomb means,
Yeah.
what the brother, the sister, the leaf means. And somehow, Mike, I fell into this competition. And I'm a brother of the leaf. Like if you're doing something, it's out of just pure honesty. If you're doing an event, like that's Max is from Richmond. You get people to help your event and your brand. That's why we end up doing one day because Franklin Picardo was going to come down, but then that the first year that's not fair to the other cigar vendors because Franklin, he's connected with Carlos Fuente. I think Carlos Fuente Senior adopted him, and
Yeah.
he brought massive amounts of fucking opus, man, massive amounts, and you can't get your hands on that, man. You got to be special to get your hands on that kind of shit.
Oh yeah.
Can nobody make any money? Nobody.
Exactly.
Um, but man, I don't know, man. It's just that the cigar it's changing. It's
Yeah. And,
changing.
but I think that there's some good change within it because there's people
Yeah.
coming into the fold, but at the
Mm-hmm.
same time you have to like circle back
Yeah.
and and really just reach out to people, teach
Mm-hmm.
them because now that I work at a shop,
Right.
I'm teaching people all the time, like, yeah, people smoke cigars, but the average consumer, they smoke like maybe like one cigar a week or a couple cigars
Right.
a month, or
Right.
something like that. Not like us, we smoke daily, but
Right.
it's all about reaching back and kind of educating people on how to cut a cigar, how to light a cigar, like what's the proper etiquette and stuff like that. Because I
Mm.
mean, in these high populated cities,
Mm. Don't
uh,
don't
you
don't
know,
don't do that, Mike. They gonna say you
you know,
bougie.
in these high populated cities, like in
Right.
our area, not so much. There's like one shop. Shouts out to my boys at the Leaf Lounge.
Uh.
That they'll have like different parties or whatever with live entertainment, and that's cool. But
Mm.
then there's some lounges in some areas where they turn it into the club, which is fine every once in a while maybe, but it's like every single week they're turning it into the club, and it's like, and the same type of problems that cigar people try to avoid are happening at these lounges because you get the ratchet folks coming up in there and all that, and it's like creating the same cycle all over again, with in cigar culture, which that's what we're trying to escape from. We're grown, we're
Yeah.
trying to have a good time and
Right.
puff on our
Right.
cigar. Yeah, a little music's fine and all that type of
Right.
stuff, but you know
You
I'm trying
can't
to
even
escape the ratchetness. I came up under the
yeah, man.
ratchetness.
Yeah, man. You can't even um it's a reason why golf and cigars go together because it's quiet,
Yeah,
right? Business is done on the golf course. Business is done in the cigar lounge. You ain't doing a business at a cigar party. So
exactly.
so
You're
so
drinking and having a good ass time.
yeah, that's it, right? And so if and that's cool if you're doing that, but then don't don't build a place and put say you have cigars and really don't kill your cigar culture because if you have a cigar shop, something needs to be catered to cigar smokers. You agree?
Exactly.
If I have a wine shop and wine is the base of my restaurant, my establishment, then I'm gonna cater to wine. I'm gonna have some decanters in there. I'm gonna have some great stuff in there for wine enthusiasts. I'm gonna have a sommelier, I think it's sommelier or some sommelier or whatever it is. I'm gonna have a
Yep.
wine specialist to come in there to tell you about the legs of wine, right? Um, if you whatever you're doing, you're good at that, and that is not happening anymore.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's I think people really need to take some. People really need to go to Holtz. Tell you what, check this out. Holtz in Philadelphia. Have you ever been up there?
No, I haven't been up there. I know all about it, and I know people who've gone
Uh
there.
huh.
So
Yo, you go to Holtz, Mike. There's soft music upstairs. It might be one or two TVs. It's a real cigar lounge.
yeah, that's how our lounge is. We don't keep the volume up on the TVs. We got
Right.
like four,
Right,
3 TVs, four TVs here, but
right.
the volume is not there. We have we have good music, but it's like kind of background, and we try to encourage
Yeah,
people to
yeah.
talk and just have a good. That's why I'm able to do this show from here. Like I'm just at the corner of the bar right now,
Right.
hanging out and chilling, and I
Yeah.
don't need to yell or nothing like that. People are hanging
Nah.
out, having a good time.
Yeah. Uh, and the vibe in Holtz, if you go up there, it's nothing to see a guy with a Patek Philippe on or Rolex smoking and chilling because they sell the Open Six BBMF. That's $100 stick.
Yeah.
Now, the funny thing is, I had a guy to have a cigar shop down here in Virginia, and I won't speak no names. People buy shit, buy it from me, and say this and that. He wanted a box of Opus X. I said, now a box of Opus X Perfection number fours or Bellicosos. Some Opuses are $998 a box. Go on Neptune, that's what they cost.
Yep. So we have our the Impossible 13 collection here that we're raffling off, and that's
Okay.
that's like $3,000 retail value.
Yeah.
Expensive
So
ass cigars in there.
these guys, these people, these things, they put these cigar shops, and what they really don't realize, they've never built a relationship to get those kind of cigars. Because getting a basic OTP license will not give you access to those kind of cigars. Right? All
Hmm.
you're gonna get some curly head for Fuentes. You're not getting Opus. You're not getting Forbidden 13s. You're not getting between the lines.
Yeah.
Well,
Shoot,
that's what.
we're a big Opus shop, and like earlier this year, we just finally became an Opus. Got our numbers to the point on regular
Yeah.
production stuff
Right.
that we're
Right.
Opus shop again. So
Yeah. Mike, I do Fuente Fridays everywhere. I did one in Houston, and the guy was like, "I've never seen a collection of Fuentes." But again, I have a relationship with Fuente. I have a relationship with Frank. I have a relationship with Joe. I have a relationship with Jake Wyatt. So you have to have a relationship with people.
yep,
And then so this guy says, "Well, say I need some cigars. Okay, well, what do you want to do?" And I wasn't going to sell them to him for market retail. I was going to sell it to him for a price where he could make some money. He told me that price was too high. I said, "You don't even know anything about tobacco. You think that's too high because it's 42 sticks in there. Good luck. Good luck trying to find those because I have them."
yep,
But people, you we mentioned some bulls, right?
yep,
And I'm still waiting on some bulls, Mike. Like people really don't know. It's more than having a cigar lounge than buying a building, putting a
yep,
bar in there, getting a liquor license, putting some music in there, and going to buy some Black and Mild selling cigars,
yep.
or buying some wine from Aldi's selling it. Uh,
Absolutely.
this ain't what this is, man. This is not. This is. So I've kind of went back to getting the Herf to be what it was, a grassroots event. Everybody come out, smoke, learn some things about some tobacco, do some cigar pairings. We always give back. I think we're donating some money to a football team this year, and they always do a toy drive at the end of the year for kids that was less fortunate. I grew up, I didn't
Yeah.
have both of my
Same
parents.
here. Like when I was growing up, we had the church. Came through and dropped off Christmas presents in the past and all that type of stuff. And
Uh huh.
I always try to give back the best I can because it's definitely I'm still not balling like that, but
Right, right, right.
definitely a far cry from how I grew up, and you just gotta
Oh,
always
absolutely.
get back and reach back,
I
and
like when I
that's
like
what I.
when people say this, Mike. They say, "Well, Cedrick, why don't you get a fit? When you gonna get a cigar shop, man?" Or I've had a couple people like said, "I got 50K when you want to do this and do that." I don't want a cigar shop, man.
I mean, 50K to do it
That's a
right is
headache.
not really enough unless you're doing like a really small shop with you know you're gonna
Hey,
need
Mike,
like
I go in
half
these
a mil or
places.
better.
I go in these places. I make sure I got a suit that I don't wear a lot because you're gonna smell like fucking a barbecue when you leave. Because the
Yep,
filtration system is not up to par.
absolutely. I mean, most shops are like that. Our shop's not like that. You can't. We got the best filtration in Brevard County. Like we got 5 exhaust fans in the back.
Mm-hmm. I heard a guy one time. He said, I guess he was thought he was bragging. Yeah, man, I spent $75,000 in here. I was like, shit, you just getting started. I got about $50,000 worth of cigars in my loft. Like, Shit, take a lot more than that.
Absolutely.
Let me ask you a question, Mike. I've
Yeah,
seen
of
a
course.
lot of people with lockers, and I've seen a lot of people with lockers, and they don't even know how to use the lockers. That's crazy.
I mean, people just
That's
like
why
to
these lounges
spend
don't
money
stay
just
open.
to spend it, and
Yeah.
I mean, we have a guy from Vegas that he comes to town every so often. I've only met him like 2 or 3 times, like,
Mm,
and I almost and then after the second time, I remember who he was. But
right.
some people they just have lockers, keep their stuff in there. Either way, it's like passive income for the shop. Because most people that get lockers, they'll put stuff that they buy from the shop, but they'll just have a collection. Like
Yeah.
there's a locker room right behind me over there,
Uh huh.
right where that door is, and
Right.
there's somebody with a whole bunch of Cubans that they've had for years and years and years, and
Right.
like they take up like half the thing, and they're getting ready to get evicted because they like the guy like hasn't reached out, but he's like had his stuff in there for like
Oh
years and years
man.
and years.
And he
I mean,
about to
some people,
lose. He about to lose them Cubans.
yeah, and which I'm not saying too much because it's
Yeah. Yeah.
obviously
Yeah. Yeah.
but
Yeah.
I'm not sure if if we were able to get it or whatever, but just based on the last conversation, I was like, oh, poor guy.
Yeah. Yeah. Nah. I used to have a locker in New York because I frequent. I mean, I still work in New York, but I think a lot of it is the people they don't know how to run the lockers properly. Like you can't have a locker. If you have a locker and a brother or sister at least has a locker, then he should get something for having a locker. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well,
You
that's
just-
what we have at our private lounge. Like, if you're a private lounge member,
right,
you're gonna get 15% off purchases, 24
right.
hour access,
Yeah,
a locker. We you know
bingo,
we you know we put cigars in the locker every month, stuff like that.
bingo. But guess what, Mike? You guys are a real cigar shop. You can't do that if you don't have no cigars to put in there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
I mean,
I
every
don't know,
shop's gonna
man.
run what they have different. The ones that are doing it right are gonna survive a long time, and the ones that are
Yeah.
not doing it right are not gonna survive a long time.
Mm-mm.
And that's
Mm-mm.
just like the longevity. The shop I work for has been around for about 50 years, but my boss has only owned it for like over 20. He's the
Mm.
second owner, and he took it from being a small little shop in the mall to like what this is now. It's 5,000 square feet. Like when you walk
Wow.
in here, you're gonna walk in and be like, "This is like an emporium." Like we got a pool table over there. Like
And this is in
it,
Miami?
no, Merritt Island,
Wow. Okay.
which is like a couple hours from Miami, closer to Orlando.
It's quiet in there.
Yeah, well, Sundays are usually more quiet. So,
Mm.
but
Yeah, but I don't
Sunday's
know,
a chill
man.
day.
I
That's usually
see you've been working out. You're looking good.
little bit. I haven't been working out. I just eat a lot less. So that's kind of like what happens. I do have my gym membership. I just got to be in the gym
Mm.
and all that.
Mm.
So, but I definitely eat a lot less. I later on I'm gonna have to eat something because like I ate twice yesterday and I really didn't eat much today. But I'm not like starving. My body's just used to eating a certain amount, so I don't need to eat as much, and so it just
Yeah,
helps me lose weight and all that. So
yeah.
I still got that stomach though.
I know I've been trying to cut the bread, but I've been smoking lot less cigars. I was doing some retrohaling, and then I smoke a lot of aged tobacco and a lot of Maduro, and it was starting to get sinus infections.
Yeah.
A lot of mucus build up, so I kind of slowed down. I've been smoking a lot of Dominican. Uh, I love. Have you smoked any of the Jake White stuff?
No, I've heard of the brand. I have not smoked any.
I gotta send you something down there. Really good, really good. So now we get to the point now where me and a couple of my friends we've been talking about work making a cigar, making a cigar, and not getting a cigar that's already in production and putting a band on it because that's
Yeah.
not yours.
Yeah.
But there's a
You never know.
lot
It could
of
be
people
somebody
doing
else's.
it. 9 times out of 10, Mike, it is. We might get in trouble on here, but
It's all good. See, that's why I'm glad we're not live. But I don't do any edits. I just run the shit like like it's
yeah,
live, like how I used to do it.
yeah,
And
yeah, yeah.
I've been in trouble before. But you know what though? Like talking, just being real isn't gonna get you in trouble. And taking
We
things
didn't
too far will.
we didn't say any names.
Exactly.
We haven't said any names. We
Absolutely.
we talking about the Herf. It's gonna be crazy this year. Uh
See, the
yeah,
thing about all these cigar weeks, I try to tell people because like I can only commit to so many events like outside of the area because I'm always like busy and stuff. So I tell people I was like, anybody that wants me, just book me. I'll host some shit for you because I'm trying to get into the hosting game.
next year, put you down. I'm putting you down for one.
Let me know,
Cause,
bro.
'cause next year, we're gonna go back because I've always did the Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and
Yeah,
then maybe a Thursday, and then last year was fucking Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. But this year, I'll always do a weekend and incorporate a lot of shops. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Because a
Because
lot of
my
people
following's
don't like to
pretty
drive.
large, so you get shirtless Mike out there. I'll make sure that people have a good time.
Yeah, yeah. Because
I was
so I'm in the Hampton Roads area, and they got a casino here now. And for
Don't
some
tell me
reason,
that because my ass
oh
likes to
yeah,
gamble.
oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. So we'll have something there, but a lot of people don't like to come to
Yeah,
Portsmouth, Virginia. Then you have Norfolk. A friend of mine lives over there in Hampton, but it's more space in Hampton. It's less space in Portsmouth, and the parking is not the best.
yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Parking's
that
always a thing because people
yes,
don't like to be going around like looking for a spot, and I'm the type of person I'll turn around.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So, but it's been man. I got some great friends. I think Leonidas said it best. Like I put that event together in 48 hours because we had to move it, and it
Yeah.
was simple phone call, another phone call. I called Justin that's doing the paint, so we're doing a paint sip and smoke out there. I called Justin, he changed the information on the fly. I called the owner Malik and Carl because we were gonna do time on the river instead of Saturday. That was supposed to be the Friday meet and greet.
Okay.
So we kept that under the table. And then the hotel's right down the street. That was going
Yeah.
to be a suit and cigar oyster roast, unlimited oysters, champagne, wine. Shit was finna get crazy, Mike.
Hell yeah.
So we'll, but when you got TD Jakes coming in, that kind of knocks that out.
Uh, oh, I thought you was about to say TD Jakes was gonna be there. I was like, oh lord.
TD Jakes is going to be down the street next
Oh,
Saturday.
okay.
I don't think he's going to come to the fifth
Hey,
annual Virginia Herf party.
hey. You, I sell cigars to a lot of preachers.
I do too. But I don't think TD Jakes is going. He might send somebody in there to buy one.
Yeah, TD Jakes will show up. He'll be like, get ready, get ready.
Yeah, no. It's life's good though, man. You know what? I tell you what else. We Cigar Dave's a great guy. You know Cigar Dave down there in Houston. He
Cigar
does
Day.
he does life insurance for cigar smokers.
Yeah, no, it's Cigar Life guy. That's why I was like
Yes, Cigar
Cigar
Life.
Dave is the radio guy,
I think his
and
name is Dave, but it's Cigar Life guy.
yeah, Dave Arlinghaus. He's a good friend of
Yes,
mine. I was hanging out with him in South
yes.
Carolina back in May.
He's mad cool, dude. He's mad cool. Uh, Houston, man. Again, I've never seen that much, but that city can
Yeah,
hold it.
he's actually from Atlanta, but he travels to all these different events to
Yeah,
promote and everything. And
yeah.
yeah, he's from Atlanta, so
So
I
I always see him down there at Sarron's in Houston Cigar Week.
oh yeah, he definitely goes down there, and he's not like a too late night of a guy or whatever. He goes down there
Yeah.
like during the day for the day parties, and he does his own thing at night or whatever. Awesome guy. He's been to the shop on his way down to Miami, from
Uh
Atlanta.
uh
He made a stop at our shop and on a Monday when it was like chill and all
uh.
that.
Really, 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 really great brother to leave.
Yeah.
Good dude. Real cool.
Is he
He
is
gave.
he is he gonna be at the Virginia Herf?
Nah, I hadn't talked to him. I got him that late. We always talk, but this event is next Saturday, and I got home Wednesday. I put this shit together when I was in New York. It was always gonna be September 23rd,
Yeah.
but then some things happened, and somebody took some shit a little too personal, and so you know what happens when you do that shit, Mike.
Yep.
The bull meets the horns.
Absolutely. You just gotta roll with the punches.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So you gotta do what you gotta do. But
So yeah, so the fifth anniversary is next Saturday. Do you have any like tickets, like pre tickets or
it's free,
anything, or
Mike.
free?
Mike, this shit's free.
All right. So
So
everybody out there, if you're watching, I know this. You'll see
it's
this
free.
on Tuesday, the day that you'll see this uploaded and everything. But if you're in Virginia, make sure you go out there and show up and herf.
Oh yeah.
Cedric's a true cigar guy. So
That looks like a Cuban you're getting ready to smoke. That looks like a Partagas.
no, this is
Oh,
Oscar Valadares,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
2012.
yeah.
This is the
It's EP
Maduro.
Carrillo, right? EP Carrillo.
No, Oscar Valadares.
Oh, the Superfly guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no. So let me say this: the event, no entry. Like, but you can't grab a cigar for free or drink for free. But we are gonna have some wine
Yeah.
tastings. Wine tastings is some of those are free. It's gonna be nice, man, because it's the fifth year, and I just want to celebrate everybody that, because you can imagine, Mike, how hard it is to do this shit every year for 5 years
Oh yeah.
and have a family, a wife, kids, a job, a career, community service. It's hard,
Absolutely. So it's
and you
definitely
got to
a
deal
time
with
to celebrate.
the public.
Oh yeah.
So I'll tell you one thing I have done, and I'm proud of it, and I'm glad this airs. I've got a mental health counselor to
That's
help me
good.
cope with some shit, because people will do some crazy shit at these cigar events.
Yep. I can only imagine. Now, I don't remember any crazy stuff going down, but then again, I'm not somebody that like organized something to that scale.
Yeah, I've seen some crazy stuff because I'm gonna tell you why. Alcohol is involved. You're smoking. A lot of people don't know one cigar is equal to a pack of cigarettes. So if you're smoking two or three cigars and then you got some girls around and you're trying the big boy stunt, I had a guy smoke a 2009 triple Maduro, the old Camacho. So
Oh shit.
you already know, right?
That was
And
the
then,
first full
huh?
body cigar that did not make me
Huh?
sick that I was able to smoke.
So I have one left, right? And then I had a box of TNT. We're gonna auction. I think we're gonna auction a box off. Uh, TNT, Last Cowboy, stick of dynamite. He smoked one of
Uh,
those. Then we're drinking bourbon, and he's talking, and he's spitting, and he's coughing. So I said, hey man, I said you might not want to swallow, inhale it. He's like, nah, man, I'm good, man. I'm a big boy. I'm blah 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 blah. Yo, Mike, we had to tote that motherfucker to the car. We had to carry him to the car. I was like, whatever.
but I mean that's just generally somebody having a good time. But somebody trying to, if they don't
Yeah.
normally smoke something like that, then
Nah, nah,
their
nah.
judgment's definitely impaired. Because
Or
I know had a club events that was at. We
yeah,
had to carry somebody like out of VIP over
yeah,
some
oh,
speakers
man.
out the
Oh
building.
God. So that's why it's one of the reasons why I quit doing VIP. Like there's a part of the event for VIP, but that's for me, the vendors. Like you ain't gonna come over there and be grabbing bottles that don't belong to you.
Yeah.
Shit like that. You got a spare cigar? No, no,
No drive begging. Drive begging is
no,
bad.
no. Okay, check it. Check it out. Yeah, nah, none of that, none of that, none of that, man. It's just crazy, Mike. I wasn't gonna do this, but I said I gotta talk to my boy Mike, and because I had just talked to Sharon a couple of days ago. It's crazy how the cigar culture has became like if you got a shop, Mike, 2 miles from me, I should patronize your shop. You should patronize my shop. We should do things. It ain't like
Yes.
that no more, bro. It ain't like that.
In Brevard, it's gotten like that because of I helped facilitate that. Shouts out to
Okay.
my boy Bar from the Leaf Lounge in Titusville. He comes a couple days a week, and
Mm-hmm.
whenever he's in the area, just hanging
Mm-hmm.
out. I do the same thing. I go to their shop when I'm in downtown Titusville. The owner of Executive in downtown Melbourne, he came to my party. He was the roast master. So we all, usually try to patronize and have a good time.
Uh-huh.
But it's not like that. I definitely agree. Like it took me a long time to get this area like that. But
Right.
I tell people all the time, if you smoke cigars in Brevard County and you don't know me, then you probably don't really smoke cigars like that.
No. No. All right.
But yeah, man.
Nah,
Is there
shit's
anything else
crazy.
that you wanted to bring up on the show? And I know this is kind of a shorter type show.
Um,
I got to start doing
hey,
notes again because I got a more not sporadic, but like I have the topics that we're going to talk about. Just let the conversation flow. But sometimes it's like shorter
nah,
than others.
man. It was excuse me, I grabbed a little piece of steak. No, it was good to talk to you, man.
Oh yeah,
Um,
for sure.
I just I don't know. I always try to sing. Yo, Mark is a great dude. The select draw. I'm
Oh
really
yeah,
sad. I'm really sad that
he's been on the show.
I couldn't get I waited so late and couldn't get some of the people. I couldn't set it up the way I really, really wanted. But next year, oh, that shit's gonna be crazy. You hosting? Oh, that next year shit's gonna be
Just send me
crazy.
hosting an event, bro. Like,
Oh,
matter
I
of
am.
fact,
I
I
am.
got my Jeep and I don't mind driving. I drove to South Carolina. It's probably gonna be like a little bit longer to get to Virginia or whatever. But
Bro, you got my number. We talk on some personal shit. You ain't gotta
oh yeah,
worry about it. Shit's gonna be crazy next year. Shit's gonna be
oh yeah,
crazy.
for sure.
And
Sweet. Well,
it's gonna be a real cigar. It ain't gonna be no shit with I mean, we're gonna have some club shit. You know what I mean? You gotta do a one night of this. You gotta do this, but you don't come on, man. We gotta smoke cigars too. You know what I mean?
absolutely, that's what it's all about, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. So by the time this comes out Tuesday, it will be Saturday. If you're in Virginia, make sure I'm gonna put all the information down below in the YouTube description so people can look it up and everything. And
Mm-hmm.
we'll both post it out after 7:30 on Tuesday. And then actually, uh, it's not live, but it does like a premiere thing, so people could interact and all that in the comments and all that
Oh
type of stuff
wow.
to watch it
Okay.
live. So
What's
and all
up?
that good stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and let you go, brother. I appreciate you for coming on
All
the
right, brother.
show and reaching out and thinking highly enough of me to want to be back on the show
Hey,
and everything. I think you're my first
Herf
person
Zone.
that you're the first person to come on 3 times. So
Hey, Herf
I got a
Zone.
couple second 2 timers, but 3 times, third time's a charm.
Virginia Herf. Herf Zone. That shit
Absolutely.
that shit match.
Absolutely. All right.
All right, my
Well, I'm
brother.
gonna go ahead and let you go, but if you're new to this channel, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, share this video, tell people about Straight Out of the Herf Zone. Uh, things are getting back on track, kind of slowly, more than what I want to, but I'm getting back out there. The
Mm.
hiatus is over. Shirtless Mike is here to stay. All that good stuff, and I'll let you know when we're done recording so we can talk that real shit.
Oh, that's my guy.